Hello! Welcome again today to Sketchbook School's drawing party. A daily-ish party that we are having here on Instagram. Every weekday on Instagram, I am drawing with you. And today I am sitting in a living room because we did this a couple of weeks ago. Maybe you were drawing with me then. Maybe you weren't yet. But I'd like to revisit an idea because I have been drawing my living room from many angles and corners for the past month or so, since we have been, staying home more and more. And I have to say, it really does not bother me at all that I'm drawing the same thing over and over again. It actually gives me a lot of joy, and it never bores me. Even if I draw from the same angle, from the same seat, and drawing the same view, every time it's different. And I think it's just a really great practice to draw things over and over again. Instead of hunting for the right subject and trying to find a meaningful thing to draw, it doesn't really matter. It is really about taking the time to draw something, and then as you are drawing it from observation, you are really seeing things in such a different way, and you start seeing more things, and every time you draw the same thing, you will notice different things. So so that is basically what I want to do. I have drawn, and of course now, because I moved from one room to the other, I forgot to bring the sketch that we did earlier, a few weeks ago, that I did of this same space here, this corner of the living room. Here's the rig that the camera will go on, but there's that very cheerful looking vase and a piece of art that I once made in a really cool paper cutting workshop from Loes van Oosten. If you don't know her, check her out. And there's some stuff around here, our stereo, and we have some really nice pink flowers. I think flowers these days are really important because they cheer you up. And if you don't know what to draw, there's always something colorful that you can study and draw. Even though, and I mentioned that before, I don't enjoy drawing flowers that much, but every time that I do, it's really about color, studying the shapes, and then most of the time I have a lot of fun doing it anyway. So again, it is not about the subject. It is really, truly about the act of drawing and giving yourself the permission to take a little bit of time to draw. So instead of me just filling 15 minutes with chatting and talking about how cool drawing is, let's just draw, right? Okay, so let me set up. Well, and you see my really nice rug too. Little peek behind the scenes there. Here we go. Okay. So I forgot a few things actually. I forgot my nice post-it note with the hashtag. So I think I'm just gonna letter the hashtag right now so that you know where to share your art. If you are making art with me here, of course, we'd love to see at Sketchbook School. And if you are sharing it, please do so. There we go. That is the first mark on my first sketchbook page, because I finished my previous sketchbook. It was an accordion sketchbook, and this one is also an accordion sketchbook, same size, about the same size. And it's from Hema, which is a Dutch brand, so I can't really tell you where to buy it if you want it. But there's, you can get lots of different accordion sketchbooks from different brands. Okay, blah de blah. Let's get drawing. So I am looking at that corner of my room that I just showed you. I hope you are sitting comfortably and will be drawing part of your room too. I think I can keep the comments up if I hold my sketchbook like this, although I can't really see that much. So I'll just go and take that off. Okay. So I think I will use a double page. That makes sense. I didn't really think about this that much, but I'll just go and work my way through the drawing, through what I see. And I'll start with that chipper little fellow that is a vase. And then hopefully I have enough space on my double spread, on my double page, to work my way towards those flowers too. And I could also do this in a continuous line. That always is a really fun exercise to do. That way you sort of slow things down as well as speed things up, which I did just now. I couldn't quite get into all the details because I had to move my my line, and I use it a lot in my drawings. The continuous line drawing, just parts of it, just like I use, look at here, the negative space. So this is a nice mug that has some tea in it, and if I want to, I can also, why not? I can add the logo. This is a very old mug. It's been in the family for many years. Okay, so now it gets a little bit darkish here in this corner because everything is in the shade. And that's also something that you will discover if you revisit the same, drawing the same space or the same corner or the same shelf or even the same subject. In the mornings, this corner is best to draw because then the morning light comes in, and especially if the sun is out, it's fantastic. There's a whole theater going on of light on the wall. And then what I like about that is I want to capture that. So I do know that those shadows on the wall actually move fairly quickly. I've really discovered it by drawing. And of course, I do know that sunlight moves pretty fast. But once you start drawing, then suddenly you see how for you time is stopping, but the world keeps on rolling. Isn't that sounds really philosophical. I didn't mean it like that, actually. But yeah, I do think you know what I mean. I hope so. If not, then you should draw more. Oh, sorry. Yep. So, yeah, I don't really know. I don't have that much to say. I just really hope that you are drawing along with me and not drawing what I'm drawing, but drawing something in your view as well. And what I'd like to do, if our schedule here at the home office allows, I might want to revisit and draw this same view again, only with a completely different tool, just to see what the difference is. And I'd love it if you would do it too, because it is a really great learning curve. This way you learn about your subject, but also about your preferences of drawing, and it's just a lot of fun. That's basically the whole reason. That's always good, if I don't know. Sometimes I start a sentence, but because I'm drawing, I kind of forget, I lose track. And then actually it's always good to end the sentence with, because it's a lot of fun. Isn't that the best reason for everything? Because it's a lot of fun. I mean, we need fun, especially now. We need to implement lots of fun into our lives, don't we? And drawing can bring you that. So, yeah, as I said, this part is really, really dark. These are all, this is our stereo, and these are all electrical devices that actually aren't that, interesting to me. But they are very important in this household. My husband loves to listen to music. And I'm actually not such a music listener. I do listen to music, but usually I do it on my headphones. I think I'm just kind of sensitive to sound, so I'd rather have it in my ears than around me in a room. Does that sound weird? I'm just really thinking out loud, and I'm just now considering that. Like, maybe that's why I hardly ever put on music over the stereo. Interesting. Well, that is the kind of thing that happens when I draw, especially when I do it in the morning when the world is, waking up. Then I draw, and I don't listen to music. I don't listen to a podcast. I just listen to my thoughts. It is truly a meditation. And then these kinds of thoughts pop up. And sometimes I have like really enlightening moments, like, oh, wait, is that really how it is? Just like now. You were witnessing that. I think these flowers actually need some fresh water, but I also think that they're almost done. It might need to be replaced. We have a fantastic flower shop very close by. It's like a 5-minute walk, maybe less. And those people are so nice, and they always have such beautiful flowers. I've never had flowers that didn't last very long. And they always have good advice on how to feed them or water them, basically. So anyway, I'm almost kind of done with drawing this corner. And there's one more here. And maybe I want to add just a little bit of color, but I also want to, I want to add this part. This This is important for this corner because it's our... Oh, see? That's also interesting. I started... Well, it doesn't matter. I made a little mistake and it's all good. Okay, well, sometimes you're lucky. Because remember how I said, well, I hope if I start here that I can actually end up with the flowers. And well, that went pretty well, actually. I'm glad. Just adding a little bit of that characteristic shape of this cabinet. And then I'm done. And I could work on this for quite a bit more because I could do a lot of hatching. Yeah, and I don't know, actually. I'm now trying to think, like, do I want to add color or do I want to do a little bit of hatching? And actually, because I started hatching here, I might want to just keep it black and white. And then maybe tomorrow I can dive back in with some color. Yeah, I think I'll do that. See, that's a fantastic thing about drawing. You can make your decisions on the go. There is nothing set in stone. There we go. Yeah, so I'll just do another minute of hatching just to give it all a little bit of shading. I won't go into too many details either. I could, of course, draw my little paper cut piece of art. Which I learned from the fantastic illustrator Loes van Oosten. And she's on Instagram too. She's a fabric pattern designer. She's amazing. LOESVANOOSTN. Look her up. And did you notice that I actually, without any fear, I just started this first page of a very new blank sketchbook. And some people really find that hard because what if you mess up? Or what if you make a drawing that isn't great? Then you have messed up your whole new sketchbook. Well, I know that that can be a problem. It is a legitimate feeling, or at least a lot of people have it. So I think that means it is legitimate. And that is why I created a workshop for that. Just to get over the fear of the blank page and to fill a lot of pages. And also to get ideas started. It's called Koosje's Killer Sketchbook Filler. And it's a live workshop. It's happening live, streaming live on April 25th. So go to sketchbookschool.com and then go to the tab Workshops. And there you can find everything about the workshop and you can enroll. And I would love it to see you there. It's a 2-hour workshop, so it's fairly quick. It's a fast pace, really fun workshop. I'm really looking forward to it. To fill 50 pages. 50 pages. Can you imagine? That's what we'll do in 2 hours. It'll be so much fun. Full of energy and fun. Okay, I'm going to leave this as is because I can also see that I'm running off the page every time. I'm done. I hope you have been drawing a corner of your living room or a part of your living room, or maybe just, something that is on a cabinet or in a cabinet. I hope you had fun. I sure did. Let me change camera again. Oops, without everything falling down. Ah! Okay. So, let me show you again. This is that. I think it's pretty okay. How did you do? See if I can see any comments. I hope you had some fun drawing a corner of your room, drawing something. And I also hope that even if it didn't work out the way you wanted, tomorrow there's another day. I hope you really feel that way. And I also hope that you will join me, because tomorrow I want to actually draw the same thing again with a different tool. So there you go. I can see that people are still working on their drawing. We'll keep on working, keep on doing it. Enjoy this moment, and let's go back to our days after that, and then tomorrow we'll be back, and again, without any fear, we'll dive into another blank page. Is that a deal? I think that's a deal. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.